Alright, we played this game in a week, but now we're finally going to finish this game once and for all, and I can't wait to do that, son. So let's just get on with it, son. Get the business, nigga. Let's get it, son. Let's get it. Why is Sayako always in the title screen each time I come back, bro? This is not helping me at all. Making me hate her for what she did. But I can't hate Sayako for what she did because it's ultimately Monokuma's fault, but it is what it is. Anyways, without further ado, let's get to chapter 6, nigga. The final chapter of this game. Let's go, boy. But before we do that, I'm gonna give a little recap for anyone that wants it, like I always do. Before we do that. Hey, and I was just listening to New World Order 2. Good looking, bro. Alright. Before we continue and actually finish this game, I'm gonna give a recap what happened. The recap is the class trial and murder as a whole was a trap that was all planned out by the real mastermind that's behind this killing game, who's the ultimate despair. And the trap was to get Kyoko executed because Kyoko was just solving the mystery of this school one by one, like it was nothing. However, that plan failed because you see me and my main character saw through the lie. Nigga, you getting your happy Easter with this lie thing, shut up. However, my main character saw through it, and because my main character saw through the mastermind's trap, it ended up with Makoto being the one chosen as the Black One, who didn't ultimately do it. So then Makoto gets executed, but that doesn't work either because Ulti-Iku came and saved Makoto in the end. And then after some time passes, Kyoko comes and saves Makoto. And we learn from Kyoko what her purpose and ability is. We also learn from Kyoko that the headmaster was the actual quote-unquote father. And the one last thing we learned from Kyoko before all this ended was that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, but the ultimate despair isn't just one person, it's actually two. And like I said earlier, if I had to take a guess, it would probably be Junko. But that's just a guess, son. But we're about to see in this chapter this chapter about to reveal that. Let's get it, boy. Let's get it, son. That's the recap of everything that's happened. Let's get it, son. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Exactly. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. Take a shot each time the game says despair, son, and hope, because the game's about to be saying it from this point. I can already tell. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. Alright. But right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Alright, what you gotta say before I go up there? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? I hope you do. Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. Alright, go looking. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Let's see, son.
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And bada bing, bada boom, it unlocked.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. But the one thing that stuck out to me in this garbage pit was that spaceship at there, where you see the dude get executed at the beginning. That's the one thing that stuck out to me. But the game didn't make no mention of that. But that's the one thing that did stick out to me, son. They're probably gonna reveal that later on in this game, but I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. Finally. We were finally free. Freedom! But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Exactly, because the real fight about to begin. Hope versus despair. Shit. Because the real fight had just begun. And I can't wait to expose that and figure this out. Let's get it. And you can tell the chapter about to be lit because it got my nigga Yashahiro, baby girl Hina, Makoto, baby girl Kyoko, the nigga Bakuya, and Toko. Shit. This chapter about to be lit, yo. Man. After leaving the garbage pit, we find ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. So in other words, we're just climbing up at this point. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. You better be on top of Kyoko, son, because you ain't seen what's under them clothes, Makoto. Okay, good looking. You're on top. And Spike is literally showing this fan service scene before the end of the game. Like, Spike, why, man? Why are you showing the viewer and player that? You don't need to show Kyoko off like that. Shit. This is why you don't wear skirts, girls. It's like, why you don't? And I can see why Kyoko's on the bottom, Makoto's on the top, because Kyoko doesn't want Makoto to see what's underneath her yet. And I say yet, so that means that comes soon. Shit. But anyways, I'm taking a screenshot of this kid. This is legendary. Might be a thumbnail. And I like how Spike tried to cover up what's under there with that black quote-unquote shadow. Alright, jokes aside, let's just get to the main story. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. Just the two of you, Makoto and Kyoko. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. That will most likely be anybody in this situation, dog. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. Makoto's scared of heights, word. So Kyoko, there's something I want to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. It's almost like your family lives that private life, son. If you're saying that, shit. Huh? But how come? It's like your family's tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. So your family's like a different breed. Got it. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. And that also explains why when we try to search up info about Kyoko at the beginning, we couldn't find no info on her. A conscious effort.
It's true.
It's kind of an old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family's creed, and we do what we must do to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. That word pride is going to become important. Keep saying that. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family. Good looking.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Are you saying you gave up some of that pride the moment you had to reveal yourself to the school? In order to enter Host Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. Okay. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. So in other words, is your dad's last name Kirigiri too? Was he a detective? But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Host Peak, was to find the headmaster. It was because that's how much you want to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. She being quiet.
what?
Reconnect. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you be reunited all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about. Hold up.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him though. And what is that? No matter what it takes, I had to find him and tell him face to face.
So,
I want to sever all ties with him. She said sever. The last time I saw him, I was still very young. Alright, so we learned more about Kyoko. I'm intrigued to learn more about this. Come on. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. So your father was a Kirigiri. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, had a promising future, and many logic.
however,
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. Wow. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he just abandoned me. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Yeah, thank him for fucking leaving you. Like a coward. Thank him for leaving me. Exactly. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. Damn. Kyoko getting more talkative now at this point, son. And more probably emotional, but I can't actually hear her voice. If I go on with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. And your dad leaving you explains why you're the way you are now as a cutere and why you're a detective. It's crazy how experiences of life you go through can really shape you and make you as a person, son. That's just life, man. Let's get on. I was above Kyoko on the letter, so I wasn't able to see her expression. Her expression was probably still neutral, but at the same time, it was probably just a mask that she's wearing, son. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and emotional. Exactly. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there's one thing that I can never forgive.
so,
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of the family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father, that simply ran away. Wow. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I had to find him and tell him we're no longer family, aka blood. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. And Makoto's probably in his mind saying, but y'all family, bro. Y'all family, bro. You can't just do that. Y'all family, bro. You can't sever ties from him, your family. Like, shut up, Makoto. He's probably saying that. Exactly. Shut up, Makoto. Doesn't matter, that boy. What you mean? Shit. But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood. Nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? That's gonna be a famous quote that I'm gonna write down in my notebook, son. That is a good quote. Only connected by blood, but not heart and soul. Good looking, Kyoka. Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond, so instead, you just stay quiet. Shit. So instead, I said nothing. Damn, only connected by blood, but not by heart and soul. Damn, bro. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Host Pete is waiting for us. Yo, sup? We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground in the trash room? Oh, we're about to appear in the trash room now? Good looking, bro. Makoto is so small-minded. Just gonna say that. I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it early, so it should open without much trouble. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Alright, man. It's time to face Monokuma head on and do a retrial of Mukuro, son. It's time to do that. Shit. Let's get it, son. Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that letter was. I'm exhausted. I can't say exactly where it's safe and sound, but at the least we're out of there. Now we're back in Host Peak Academy. Wait, what's happened? What happened was that the last class trial murder as a whole was a setup by the mastermind. It was all planned out by the mastermind to get Kyoko executed. Pretty much. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. Yep, it's not Nigiri at this point. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Alright, what else you gotta say? And it looks like to me, Kyoko's just atoning for her mistakes. Even though this is not ultimately her fault. But good looking, Kyoko. Atoning for your mistakes. So, now what do? We face Monokuma head on, son. I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might... You're... worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. I'm with that plan, let's get it.
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time, so we'll find out. And it's not like we can run away. Exactly, because there's a surveillance camera in this room. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. They already noticed your loss, son. So you're saying, rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up. Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's a snark. The mastermind is a snark. You said something like that before. What does it mean? It means that the mastermind is quote unquote in a trap right now because since he's broadcasting this killing game to the entire world, and he voted a person that was wrong, which was me in a sense, and he was still been wrong regardless. Wait, hold up, let me think about that. Yeah, the trap is that since the mastermind is broadcasting this to the entire world, and that class trial and murder as a whole was a setup, he's trapped by that, son. He's trapped by that because he chose the wrong black and that didn't actually do it. And since Makoto figured out, wow. So basically, the mastermind is just trapped by that, son. And Kyoko wants to go at him head on and figure it out. And I'm with this, son. Let's get it. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Miko's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
Right.
If we could talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. Who's also getting controlled by the mastermind. And it will be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down and probably kill us. That should help with our negotiations. You're probably going to use what the mastermind is snared by to your advantage as a leverage, son. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym, like always.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Alright, let's get it. And we're teleporting there. I'm not running this time. We finish this game once and for all. Alright, story progress. Let's see. But where the squad at, bro? Bro.
Well now.
Monokuma pissed that my main character's alive. Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I don't believe
But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he reacted. And we're really gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay because Kyoko got the leverage on him. You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What would you do? Exactly.
Shing!
If the guilty party is disposed during a class trial, they alone will be executed. But nigga, there was no guilty party in that last class trial, son. The guilty party was the actual quote unquote mastermind. And it's one of the students here. So you broke your rules, Monokuma. I hope you know that. And you know you did. Just a petty ass fucking bear, but I still like you, son. I still like you, though. But like I said, I hate you at the same time. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
Making me angry!
You got it, boss. Kyoko, you ever do whatever you feel you have to.
However...
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up this latest crash shot yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as the black and then executed, right? Not Makoto. What are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. Yeah, it's almost as if the mastermind didn't expect Makoto to figure that out. Or the player in that sense. But I knew it was a trap, son. Shit, from the beginning, since that murder as a whole was just fake. And all planned out. Shit. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that position one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development, you decided to execute Makoto.
Indeed.
You reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Shit spitting on fact that the real mastermind, son, that's controlling Monokuma. Keep talking, baby girl.
However...
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that will throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Also, you could say my main character. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did. But the crazy thing is, we didn't hear about no Mukuro from the beginning, son. And Monokuma literally said in the last chapter that that was actually 16 students, but we didn't hear nothing about no Mukuro. But the Mukuro we saw in the garden is actually her body, because she had a femur tattoo on her and red nails, so it had to be her. So could that point to the Mastermind killing Juku at the beginning? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, man. Yeah, Monokuma quiet, son. Why you quiet, man? So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackness is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I'll lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the blackness is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right? Yeah, give us a retrial, son. A fair one at that.
Well.
No, I can't. What is this, a common routine to make such bold claims without a shred of evidence, son?
That doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I will find some. Because you're the ultimate detective.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
if Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. And the Mastermind would have pretty much already found out where he was hidden, considering the fact that surveillance cameras all over the school. He would have been gripped by the despair you love so much to inspire.
However.
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto right now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Exactly, you're using that as a leverage, son. I knew you were gonna use that.
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey.
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove it's wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Yup, because you're so gripped by that despair, son. You want to show the actual viewers true despair. Of course. Because if you kill Makoto by proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
Then I suggest you take my advice. So what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Nukuro's trial over again. Exactly. Let's do a retrial, son. Let's get it. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Exactly. Talking like a badass, Kyoko. Let's get it.
Hey.
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this is the last class trial. This will be our chance to expose the true identity of Nukuro's killer, of the Mastermind themselves, who's the ultimate despair. But what reason would the Mastermind have to accept the challenge? It's the thing that the Mastermind isn't smart about. They're gonna accept. They'll probably just execute me without another word. ... Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very. His fan service, really? You're trying to change the subject, Monokuma, really?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting so bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Let's hear it. Now what you suggested might be plausible. It will certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words.
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If you do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it will cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. I like how you're using the word bear as a prefix. I like that, Monokuma. Before we expose you for who you really are. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself.
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed, without a doubt. Then we still have a shot at this.
Bear it.
Got that hole shooting up at you, Makoto? Let's get it. But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is a barely fitting in. What do you mean?
You guys.
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. Word? All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pondering around the school, if you can do that.
I can barely contain myself.
Got it. He said call if I'm asleep.
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good, then let's bear it all. If you could claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the misuse of the school,
You guys.
then you win. But what happens if we lose? But if you can't do all of that, we all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? Nah, we're gonna show you this true hope, son. We ain't give you the despair you desire so much. Shut up. We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this all turned out. I knew Kyoko was gonna use that as a leverage to get Monokuma to accept, son.
Hey,
Like, good looking to do that, Makoto. Good looking to do that, Kyoko. Good looking. But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure, so what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mikuro is no exception to that. Even though one of the students here didn't even kill her. Huh? Mikuro's trial is no exception, then this is part of the regulations. I'm thinking of the deeper meaning behind that, but I'm not gonna think that at this point. Let's hear what Monica Matsuki's saying. Go on, bro. Which would have had to mean whoever killed Mukuro. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. Serious. I'm sure I've told you this already, but this killer game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Host Peak since the killer game began are those 16 students. But at the beginning, there was fucking 15. So in other words, one of the high school students is the mastermind behind all this. Got it, Monokuma. Thank you for telling me that. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? He telling the truth, son. Bear malfunction? Why he go quiet all of a sudden? Yeah, robot malfunction.
Now I'm really angry.
Yeah, he's emotionally unstable. Leave him alone. Why so mad?
Whew.
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey,
Got it? Just get out of here. Okay, I'm going. Got it, boss. Jeez. You're really just gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. We'll see, Monokuma. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto. Let's just go. Yeah, leave this petty ass bear alone, son. Monokuma's so petty, man, but he the nigga. Monokuma's the nigga. He'll always be the nigga in my eyes. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out the gym. Yeah. But where the squad at though, son? I could hardly believe it, but Somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Damn, she thinking now. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. She's just atoning for what she did, even though it's not ultimately her fault, but good looking, Kyoko. Thanks.
However,
don't pick me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept because they're trapped right now at the moment.
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So when was it the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they hijacked the airways to broadcast our school light to the outside world, right? But that seems utterly impossible to do all that, son. Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Exactly. Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airways seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult to show the world true despair. A reason.
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other that represent hope. They wanted to show the world.
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that, like a game. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
correct.
To prove a point. Most likely, prove a point.
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept, and that certain concept is hope.
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair, that's true despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is ultimately better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. Okay. They want to prove that despair is better than hope. It's crazy, right? You don't see people like that in society. You don't hear about people like this. But that's just ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves in despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. I said this the last time. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killer game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. Why is those who are watching this highlighted in yellow? It's kind of weird. And that's why the mastermind could kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. Hold on, there's something I want to confirm with this Junko here. The Junko that we saw that got executed, son. Because we didn't hear nothing about no Mukuro at the beginning. I need to confirm something more. Hold up. I hope the game shows it. Hold up, son.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began the trial that didn't have a right answer. They then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work because I saw through it.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, they had no choice but to execute you, son, because it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be true despair. The mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
it will only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
However,
well, it's only thanks to you that we got the chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Exactly, you Makadura, because I'm gonna believe in you, girl. You're the ultimate detective. You was the main one pulling through this entire game. Solving the mysteries one by one and filling me on it. I'm glad I picked the option where I didn't pursue the lie, because we probably only got this ending. So I'm happy I picked that choice. I'm happy, son. I'm genuinely happy right now. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I mean, that's detectives, Makoto. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. Hope. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. Makoto, you don't understand how cuties work, man. Cuties remain calm and unemotional, nigga. Shit. She had to remain calm in that moment, because if she didn't remain calm and, you know, not scared, it would have affected you too in a way. Y'all gotta understand how cuties work, son. This cutie is the #1 theory type in my opinion, and Kyoko is the #1 cutie, son. You seem totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Life lesson. Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic. You got that smirk on your face, girl, even though it's actually a smile.
However,
anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earned another chance to fight. We have to win this time. Exactly, and we're going to do that, son.
Correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it will cost us our lives. You're pointing out the most obvious shit. Kyoko literally just said that.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. Yeah, I want to see the squad again, son, because I ain't played this game in a week. I need to see the nigga, son. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. But there's still a chance that the mastermind could be one of us. Though, that's actually a lot. So I think that would probably kind of be like a bad idea, in a sense. Work together with everyone? Kyoko even knows that.
However,
is that really possible? Huh? Anyway, right now we have to go find the others. Makoto didn't even know the reason why she said that. Come on now. Shall we go? They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Alright, that's all you gotta say?
Anyway.
Alright, let's go. Let's go to the dorm, son, see where niggas at. We gonna go to the astral doors up here one last time. Take a look at everyone who's died. Kyoko's still alive. This is her room. R.I.P. Taka, who was the Rock Lee, I think, Danganronpa's son. Let's beat that nigga. This is me, the main character, Makoto, who is naive. R.I.P. Mondo. R.I.P. Sayaka. Let's see if Baikyuu is here. Baikyuu is here, though.
Hey.
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Alright. R.I.P. Junko, who died at the beginning. But there's something I want to confirm with the Junko we saw, son. In a sense. Because I think Junko is the ultimate despair. Since Mikuro wasn't talked about. And the body we found was Mikuro. So I don't think Junko's actually dead. What's this one? Toko's still alive? You in, bro?
Hey.
Alright. Okay, who's here? Rest in peace, Shihiro, who was the nigga that created Alter Ego to help us, son. R.I.P. Celeste, my golf flute princess. To remind me of Yumiko from Kakagiri. That was the sessional and the best princess. Alright. And Hina.
Hey.
Rest in peace, Sakura, who died as a real one to help us uncover the mystery of this school. Oops, wrong one. And it seems that the deaths of everyone that died so far, their room is just locked. Kind of weird. Okay. Alright, last person to look at is Yashihiro, who's actually still alive. So if niggas not in their room, are they in the dino hall right now, son? Who's down here? And rest in peace to perverted nigga Fumi. So that's everybody. Alright, they're not in here. We just gotta go to the dino hall though. See where niggas at. It wasn't in the rooms. Let's get this happy reunion started, boys. Shit. Let's get it. And the music's out, so they're definitely in here. And suddenly we were greeted with, oh, this nigga Monokuma, who's emotionally unstable with them weird ass fucking words. You again? Nigga, nobody knows what you're saying at this point. The fuck? Bear malfunction? Robot malfunction? The hell? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached his limit. Okay, just saying them weird ass words. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Hey, the nigga son, let's see him. What up? Hey!
Makoto?
It is, girl. With them bazookas, bruh. Up in center. Shit. And Yashihiro out here looking like a bungee man, bro. Damn, with them baggy ass pants. And Baikyuu looking like Shadow in the corner with his hands crossed and everything, like he mad that I'm alive, and Toko happy too. Yeah, this is a screenshot. This is a screenshot. But it's crazy how they got Hina in the front with her boobs juggling and everything. But it's me, Hina. Sup?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
And that's Hina.
You survived?
Jeez. You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
You like this stubbornness, don't you, Baikyuu?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
But this ain't the time for a happy reunion. We gotta get to business. So, everyone was there. All my friends who struggled together and survived. This is the squad, bro. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. This is not the time for a happy reunion. Shut up. I started to tear up. Hey! What? Wait, what's that smell? You had to rule the mood and say that, son. Really?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoot, shoot! And in a flash, my tears drop. This is not time for happy reunion. Get the business. Come on.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in this extended happy reunion. Exactly. Get the business, son. You need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I had to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
The last class trial was just a setup by the mastermind, son. Last class trial?
In other words.
We're going to redo Nuko's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right, man? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
Wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course, it's not me or any of you.
Huh?
Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mikuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was an all elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die. But that plan failed because Otiku saved me.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? Crazy how you're smarter than me, Bakia, and Makoto figured it out. Almost like I'm better than you, and you're getting jealous. You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules, which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
Correct.
Very significant.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said now it's the mastermind that's ignorant, that's what you were referring to, right?
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here, man. Dumb brains like you don't get it. Shut up. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. Exactly. Say it again, Bakugo. So, knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mikuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Sure is, boss. Glad you catch on. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time, and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway.
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everybody does. Everyone!
I hate you.
Who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with the master. Of course you are. Yandere's like you are. Of course. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. You really want to get away from Toko, son? Damn. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how to kill Mikuro and all the school mysteries is a pretty tall friggin' order, man. But this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. That work together part needs to get taken out, Makoto. Really does. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You're almost suggesting that we should all just investigate the store on our own, one by one. You can't agree? Why not? Because nigga, it could still be the possibility that one of us right now that's alive could be the mastermind. The fuck? You don't get why you don't get it, Makoto. What the hell? So it really is small-minded. Goddamn. I mean, simple-minded in that. Working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. It's a very polarized approach. I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step at Host Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Think Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words,
if the mastermind really is the one who killed Mikuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mikuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in those feet are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is that... Yo, there's something I want to confirm with the Junko here. Hold up. Let me see her again. But this is the OG, son. Yo! The Junko! Right there has the red fingernails! Y'all probably can't see it, but I can see it, bro. The Junko right there literally has the red fingernails, son. So is it possible that the Junko that got killed at the beginning was actually killed by the quote-unquote real Junko, and Mikuro was just imposters at Junko this whole entire time? Because the Junko right there has the red fingernails right there, and that's the thing we saw when we investigated, was the red fingernails and the tattoo. Could it really be that Mikuro just imposter as Junko's son? Yo! Then the real Junko is still alive then, if my theory is right. Hold on, that's just a theory, but I feel as though my theory is right, because the Junko right there literally has the red nails that you saw when you investigate in the garden. So the real Junko is alive. That was just a fake Junko from the beginning. Wow. We'll see later on this game. I can't wait till they reveal it. I can't wait to get to that point. There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Yeah, it wasn't 16. Add in Mikuro, and you get 16. But there wasn't no Mikuro at the beginning. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only one still alive could possibly still be the mastermind. But I don't think that now at this point. Are the people standing here right now? Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have said that all to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility. We cannot know it. Yeah, I mean, they're in ultimate, right? The ultimate experience, so they must be in high school. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they have to have the control of Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times. It's almost as if the real mastermind wasn't in the killing school like to kill each other. They was actually the mastermind really from the start. That's just controlling Monokuma. And based off the red nails I saw in that picture, son, to confirm my suspicions, the real Junko is still alive. So that Junko that we saw at the beginning was actually Mukuro. Then, if I'm tripping or not. Wow, dudes. Wow, man. Wow. Wow. Wow.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there is no way he could have told us all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Oh yeah, it's still nighttime, but one thing I noticed about the chapter picture this time is that it said deadly life. So it's probably it's not gonna be no more free time events at this point. Rest in peace. Can he got with Toko at the end?
This is a school announcement.
Word.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
True ending? So the choice I pick in the Clash How is the true ending of this game? Wow.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Wow, so it's really getting to business at the end, son. No more jokes, no more fan service. Let's get it, boy. Alright. Alright, Monokuma, you getting too emotionally unstable at this point. Stop it. With that wine. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms. Such a big word that I don't even know what it means, but okay.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation, kids. I was planning on working alone from the beginning. Anyway, cause you're alone with good.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can't rely on I can rely on only on myself. On the Togami blood flowing through my veins. Why is that highlighted in yellow? I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. So in other words, this investigation is just going to be a solo investigation from here on out.
Goodbye.
Well then, after making his final statement, Valkyria left the dino hall. Master! He didn't take me with him!
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream. Or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye. Bye, my little Yandere. With that, Toko trudged out of the dino to chase them for Valkyria. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me. You and your thinking, bro? What you gotta say?
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the Mastermind's identity. Yeah, man, that Bayan. Hooking you up, son. Everyone's really going to go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
I mean...
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. You have. Why you lying? I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you haven't been there, I would have died.
Huh?
But Koto! That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I'm mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I could find something that'll help us all get out of here. Yeah, use that as your motivation, girl. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. See you later, my little cute black cheerleader. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. Yeah, she determined like Kyoko, son, but in a different, energetic way. And once again, it's just us two. The coincidence that it's just Makoto and Kyoko, not Giri.
Indeed.
Alright, Kyoko. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're gonna do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigations doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get together and share what we found, like a big happy squad. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monica said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? Which means I get to see what she was talking about on the second floor of the dorms. So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
And the bio lab too, Makoto. No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko's gone. Leaving only me. I still can't believe that Mastermind might be one of us. It's crazy, right? It's anime logic, bro. Crazy. But that's what makes Danganronpa a good series, son. Figuring out, once we find out who the real Mastermind is, shit. I'll have to prove the Mastermind isn't one of us. The Mastermind is one of us. I'll expose the Mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all sit together. Let's get it, boy. Investigation time. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Miku's Monokuma file. Let's get it, boy. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. I'm gonna check the biolab, son, to confirm my suspicions that body was taken out the biolab. Because, like I said, the biolab can be a place for dead bodies. And my suspicion is that all the people that died so far, their bodies are probably stored in that biolab. But we'll see, because we're gonna investigate that now. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through their body. But that shit was fake because one of the chickens was missing. The Mastermind killed a chicken and covered that up as blood. So that was fake. She didn't get stabbed with a fucking knife. She was already dead at the beginning when the Mastermind executed her. Shit. I'm not stupid. They also had been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. But we didn't see that because the Mastermind mask was over it. So this part is obviously a lie. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Other wounds, huh? Once we find out who killed Miko Ikusawa, then we'll know who the Mastermind is. And the Mastermind is Junko at this point. But that's just my theory. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? The biolab. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Alright. Places to check have been added. Alright, so we're gonna investigate everything that's on the floor level of Host Peak, and then we're gonna investigate the second floor of the dorm. Alright, let's get it, boy. Let's get it, son. Finally at the end of the game. Okay, so the fourth floor, we got the data center, the headmaster's room. Alright, let's investigate the fourth floor and then investigate the fifth floor again. Then investigate the fifth floor, then go to the second floors. Other doors. Get it, boy. Go here first. And he in here. What's up, man? What you got to say?
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you were doing? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. I'm glad you're envious about that. I am too.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school hadn't been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But...
Although, I can't bring myself to open it. What?
I mean...
Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it. Really? You still mad about this? Wow, okay. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was the only one. She made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Really, Henry, you being selfish at this point? Wow. That door is not gonna blow out, son. Okay, so I guess I'll open it because you're the main character. First, you gotta do it. Ah, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. You know, you act so cute when you get scared, son. You really do. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay. Right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Wow, y'all really is giving a fair try. Let's see. This super sci-fi ass room is where they was controlling Monokuma. This seems artificially intelligent. Artificial intelligence? What the fuck? There was no explosion, thankfully. Of course, like the fuck? But you had to do it because you're the main character. Of course, you wouldn't do it. My first impression was sci-fi.
Huh?
Whoa! This place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. What can we investigate? So this here was where they was controlling Monokuma this entire time? Wow, dude. And even it has the Monokuma facial print right here. Art right here. That looks good. Shit. And set in the background. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Down in the flames, man. Hifumi probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean?
Okay.
All right, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever, something like that, like this. But it was too late. Once Hina gets determined or something, bro, you can't stop her. Shit. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. So was that the keyboard that was being controlled by Monokuma? Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the upper room. Monokuma literally appearing. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says data center. Data center. I took a good. So you're telling me there was buttons, and the reason why Monokuma was appearing this entire time was all the mastermind had to do was push that one button where they wanted Monokuma to go, and he would just pop up out of nowhere. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna shut up. This is Danganronpa. Anything is possible. I'm gonna shut up. I took a good look at the controller panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons with the name of a room next to it. And just like Kenny said, there was one labeled data center. So is Monokuma literally outside right now? That must be the one she pushed. But the data center.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared of I'm out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over there, from over here. All right, what's this sort of ashtray? What's this? There's some kind of hatch on the floor. But right now, I need to go check out the data center. I probably should have investigated that as soon as I first came in, but it is what it is. What you gotta say, Hina?
Okay.
Oh, don't worry, I'll cheer you on super loud from way over here. That's supposed to make me feel better. Of course, she's an energetic girl. Of course, that gotta make you feel better. Monica was outside right now, isn't he? Did I just hear what I think I just heard? Wow, so those buttons is true. If you, when the mastermind pushed the button, Monokuma would just appear out of nowhere like that. That's crazy though, but where would he appear from though, son? What ass, man? Not my problems. Wow. Okay. Is that Monokuma? And he's not saying nothing, so the mastermind is not controlling him. Wow. He's not saying nothing. Oh, you look, and he looks cute too. He looked like a little plushie. Aww. Hey, hey. Never mind. Give me all your donuts. Oh, that's Hina. That's Hina. Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? Wow. Monokuma was really getting controlled by a person his entire time. A high school student at that. Shit. You don't even know what you're controlling.
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? Don't push that button, nigga, to blow the main character up. Don't do that.
Too bad.
Oh, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that sells it. Yep. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel on the side. Alright. Let's see. This now? Over here? It's not like all the other monitors. It's a normal TV just set up. A lot of nothing. Apparently this killing game is being broadcast live across the world. Thinking about it makes my mind start to creep again, so I better stop. Yeah, you better stop indeed, son. Anyway, I guess that solves it. Set this in the last chapter. So we'll investigate everything one more time. That's really a broad piece of the world itself. Shit. It's not letting me hit the purple things for my reason. Whoa! Hey, Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now? It was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has the control of Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they definitely were. They were definitely in. Are they inside that hatch right now, son? Just hiding? The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words, Kyoko's theory was right in chapter 5.
Hey,
Maybe the mastermind can monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Because we saw Junko get you at the beginning, but I don't think that's Junko, considering the fact that I saw those red nails. So it's the... Like, that was a fake Junko we probably saw at the beginning, and the real Junko was actually just up and running, who's the ultimate despair, ultimately. But we'll see if I'm right, son. But that's my theory, ever since seeing that the fake Junko had the red nails. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Is it a blue face, girl? Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. Stop getting so depressed when you can't cheer me up. You're already cheering me up. Shit. What about you? Is everything okay?
I mean...
Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind been hiding, right? Who knows if they set... Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true. So, like... You want to leave soon. There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Let me check that this has one more time. Wow, is the game not gonna let me figure out what's going on with the hatch, really? Let's do it one more time. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Alright, next place is the headmaster's room. And the door locked after that. GG. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door! It just locked on its own! Was the headmaster was the mastermind, aka Junko, hiding in that hatch this entire time? And she just locked it, or does it just automatically lock each time the person leaves the room? What? My hand shot out to grab the door, so it's almost like we can't even investigate that no more. Wow. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course, so the mastermind was in that hatch then, if I'm not tripping. Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Well, Monokuma.
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting wherever you feel like it.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Yeah, it's almost as if the mastermind was hiding in the hatch, like I said, son. Shit. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and its school mascot just up and stop moving. Yeah, crazy, right? Monokuma's literally a source of entertainment that makes Danganronpa what it is. Shit, so of course they gotta be up and running. But the real entertainment is the real mastermind, though, who is behind the creation of Monokuma. In that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room. And I wanted to investigate the hatch before I leave, but the game wouldn't let me. Crazy.
Yes, indeed.
Correct, Armando.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there. We didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Wow, just Monokuma's spitting fairly in my face. He's basically saying you should have investigated up the hatch, AcardeX. What a fucking other failure you are. The hatch? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? What would have happened if I checked that hatch from the beginning, son? Wow, dude. Wow. But the game wouldn't let me do it when I tried to investigate that. Wow. Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be open from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, the room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace? Alright, peace, Monica. AKA Junko. He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? He said it couldn't get open from outside, but he's probably lying about that. In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
huh?
Then when I said we should leave, yep, we should have just investigated the hatch, but she was so determined to leave. Well, that hatch couldn't be open from the outside anyway, right? So, it's not your fault. Yeah, don't blame yourself, Yuna. It's not your fault, son.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us, because we'll explode it eventually. We have to stay positive and calm and make the most of our most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, is keeping my body moving. Sure is, girl, if you're energetic ass shit.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Good looking, do that. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. He just took off at a full sprint, and I had to do what I can do too. Okay, the next place is the headmaster's room. That's on the 4th floor. That Bakyu was at. This fancy looking headmaster's room, son. Shit. Portraits of literally people that I don't know. Shit. Let me shut up. This is the headmaster's room. I heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. And Bakyu's in this joint, cause you know he got this Togami blood. Oh, Bakyu. Alright, sup, bro. Before we get to this room, let's talk to you, cause you the nigga, man. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean something interesting? The music stopped, so it is something interesting. Let's get it. Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious dust. Ostentatious dust. These words, shit. Class 78, student roster. Class 78, student registry. It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro. Alright, let me see it.
So, in other words,
apparently class 78 refers to us. That's highlighted in yellow, so does that mean there was other classes in this school as well, son? Well, that would make sense if you think about it. So let me shut up. Wait, when we found Miku's profile in Kyoko's room,
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class 78. It's almost as if Mukuro was alive during the time where we lost our school memories then, nigga. The fuck? But Mukuro just imposter as Junko this entire time then. And Junko was just controlling it behind the scenes, the real one. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Host Peak, just like the rest of us. Facts. Mukuro Ikusawa. His 16th. Don't play that scene again. Alright, thank you. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in her. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole. Oh yeah, you don't know when she stole it because she ain't feel you ain't on it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible because if she got discovered, it could have meant death. It probably would have meant death for her. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page. Correct. Miku's profile actually contains 2 pages. And what does that talk about? What?
So, in other words,
when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mikuro that we still didn't have. And they're playing New World Order, and when they play this, you know shit is about to heat up. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? Exactly, that little tiny brain of yours, Makoto. Read. It seems to be some sort of detail. I like how you're still explaining it though. Such a Suno race. It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Bakia as I skimmed through the report. Alright, let's read this, son. Mikuro reappeared suddenly and in the background, an entity close, but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. So Kyoko's dad even knew that she was Ultimate Despair, and he even knew, well, he had a possibility that Mikuro wasn't Ultimate Despair, because the report we got from Kyoko was the Ultimate Soldier, but this one talks about her being Ultimate Despair. So it's almost like Kyoko's dad literally knew. Let me shut up. Let the game continue talking, son. Whatever it is, Mikuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mikuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Host Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mikuro was part of the Ultimate Despair. And he even said in a report that Mikuro didn't have those scars or wounds or nothing. It literally proves back to what I said earlier, that that Mikuro was the Junko you first see when you first start the game. Because of those red nails I saw in that picture that they showed earlier. Of the 15 students, but there's actually 16. Dog. Dude. But how would Mikuro be an imposter as her though? In a sense. And look exactly like Junko. That's the part I don't get, but I hope the game explains that. I don't get that part. I don't think there could be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mikuro and the Mastermind were allies? Almost like they're the Despair duo. Shit. So why? Why would they kill Mikuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mikuro was capable of. Well, she's the Ultimate Soldier and the Ultimate Despair too, so you gotta be afraid of her. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mikuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file you should know. What is it, Sunra? Did you notice the picture in there? Oh yeah, I did. A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. Crazy, right? A girl who seems to be included as part of her class, 78. Danny fan from Boz, bro. Danny fan from Boz, bro. But just a girl version of him. You look exactly like him, nigga. Shit. But that was the good old days when Nickelodeon or TV in that matter was good to watch. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. It's 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Why do everyone weighs like 97 pounds? God damn, and y'all teenagers too. The fuck? And it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me? Like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the course and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, what is he trying to say? There's a chance that body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? No. The body was actually Mukuro, son. But what Baikyu is probably saying is that the Junko we saw at the beginning was actually Mukuro. Considering I saw those red nails. That's what Baikyu is saying. No, the body is 100% Mukuro. Is, son. No, about it out. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. Of course the main character gotta do it. Why can't you do it, bro? You make for a perfect main character. Shit. So I'm back to being Bakiya's errand boy, like you've been from the beginning. Mukuro's profile has been added to the Trooper section of your handbook. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention like a good little boy. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Havoc quite well. What's wrong with that? It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. We only talk about business, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Ain't no love in the air going between them two, son, in game. What you mean? Shut up. Well, don't put too much faith in... Nah. Kyoko was the main one solving the mysteries of school, son. Get out of him. Huh?
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. But, by Q speaking the truth, though. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. So skeptical, goddamn, nigga. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, boss. Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. A lovely talk I had with you. The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. It said thick. It said thick, son. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. It points back to what Kyoko said when the mastermind, when she said the room was a ransack. There are trophies and even a shield in the slinkies. Monitor, I'm not investigating that because that's too obvious. I investigated that again. Okay. Okay. I think that's all to investigate in this room. Let's talk to Baikyu one last time. Hey, Baikyu.
I don't have time to play with you.
God, you're so blunt. It just makes you feel hopeless. Baikyu from My Hero Academia, who's also that nigga. I think I investigated everything, right? Alright, we did. We investigated the 4th floor. Now it's time to get to the 5th floor now. And investigate. I'm going to the bio lab first. That's the main one that concerns me when I first saw it. You go in here first. Go in here. Get the confirm to see if my suspicions is true. Well, here I am in the biolab. Yup, I'm glad I'm here, son. God, it's so cold. It's like well, it's a morgue. What do you expect? Shit, nigga. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? To keep bodies cryogenically frozen. Give me flashbacks when I play Batman the Telltale series and we uncover Riddler. Shit. What can we just see it? So you got tarps, a monitor that's frozen, and this thing under the desk. Who's under here? Hi. That's the first thing I need to figure out. Okay, let's just see this. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. It's a coincidence, right, Makoto? Alright, let's investigate this, which is the main part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 9. There's non-fucking light. Hold on, no. Let's investigate. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into that wall. There's 9 lights on. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, what do you mean? Yeah, the rest of them are off. I've seen something like this before. That's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. This is like a morgue. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? So my suspicions were right. Everyone who died, their bodies are stored here now. I should probably take a closer look around. Gonna say the same thing again. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. Really? Alright, we offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cannabis needs. In addition to the German medical lamps, we also provide an all-time generator for the removal of ethylene gas. My bad. Simply insert the cadavir and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimal settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the structural manual for the fridge. Kinda weird, right? That there's only 9. Like there's literally only 9 on. Same thing again. Exactly, kind of weird, right? And well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. Wow, dude. Violet's secret has been added to the Truth Bullet section of the handbook. And about those lights by each slide. It looks like it's a setup so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Wait a minute, let's do a little recap every day of everyone who died, son. In chapter 1, the people that died was Junko, who was actually Mukuro, Sayaka, and Leon. In chapter 2, Mondo and Shihiro died. In chapter 3, Celeste, Hifumi, and Taka died. But let me do that again. Junko died in chapter 1. Sayaka died in chapter 1. Sorry, hold on, let me read this. Chapter 1, it was Sayaka, Leon, and Junko. Chapter 2, it was Chihiro and Mondo. Chapter 3 was Celeste, Hifumi, and Taka. Chapter 4 was Sakura. So if you add all that up, there should be 10 slots on then, son. 3 people died in chapter 1 and 3, and in chapter 2 and 4, 2 people died each. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 is 10. So why is it that there's only 9 lights on? The fuck? I told you, bro, this biolab was gonna be really important. I told you. There's only 9 lights on, but it's supposed to be 10. What about that, Monokuma? Or no? Junko, what about that? Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue is the dead bodies of everyone that literally died. Another one of the victims is, yeah, the student that was actually here. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who died. Solve the mystery for them. But let me check how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16! $16! $16, bro! Oh hell no, bro! This room is gonna become very important in the class trial. I'm getting a sense of it, son. I literally am. Oh hell no! This violet is gonna become really important. Oh yo. Son. 9 lights, but 10 people actually died. Alright, we gotta go to the garden house and then the dojo. And then after that, it's the second floor. Let's go to the dojo first. Damn, dog. 9 lights, but 10 people actually died. Crazy, dog. And Toko's yandere ass is here. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
What do you want? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? Then no, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Okay, got it. Okay, calm down, fucking unstable yandere. God damn.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going to do right now? Probably puberty or love or any of your fantasies. When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say it exactly, bro. Like the fuck? Tokyo, this is exactly why I like you, son. You just stay yandere outdoors so much. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. Well, I don't think there are any clues there, so maybe no. Let's investigate, because it might be clues there. Let's investigate the locker again. We found a clue in there, but it was just the Mastermouth's attempt to frame Kyoko. So why would the game tell me to go to the dojo and there's really no the fuck? Kinda weird, son, but okay. These Monokuma coins are literally useless. You can't even do free time. You can't even spend free time at this point. So is there really nothing in the dojo son that you can investigate? Alright, so go, she got us started. You gonna say the same shit? Alright, you stuck in your little fantasies of Ikea? You, girl. Okay, garden house then. Is Yashiro in here? Damn, we not in here, bro. Huh? Yeah, the body's going. You realize that? Yuko's body. It's not here. Let's check this chicken coop again. They go in the tool shed. And there's still 4 chickens left. So my theory was right. The mastermind used a chicken to put that fucking blood on Mikuro's body to make it look like she got stabbed through. Fucking fake. Not stupid, nigga. It was 5 when chapter 5 began. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more. Really, nigga? Alright, let's go to this tool shed. See if anything got tampered with. The target's still there though. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here, then it must be what you talked about. But I just investigated the body, but I ain't seen nothing like that. But horses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tart. A tart played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. You're talking about this, right? Alright, this is just basically going over what they said in chapter 5. The killer used the tart to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tart. Makoto, you're not a true observer, son. You really aren't. If you really didn't notice that, you're just pointing that out to quote unquote shock me. Cause I'm not shocked. Get the fuck out of here. You're not observant, nigga. I'm highly disappointed in you as my main character. Worst protagonist. It says BioLab. Like, you're not observant, bro. The fuck? How did you just notice that? And you, alright. Then this originally came from the BioLab. Wow. It's almost as if Mikuro's body was taken out of the BioLab. Shit. Alright, let's see this pickaxe again. That's labeled Crazy Diamond. That's Mondo's pickaxe, aka my niggas. And that's not connected to help results. What's this? I think that's it, really. Everything else is just everything we saw in chapter 5. Okay, let's get out of here. Now, the last place we need to go is the second floor of the dorms. That's the last place we need to go. That's all I really need to check here. Wait, can I go back to the BioLab and see if Mikuro's body is actually there now? Hold up. Come on. Let's see. No, they're still close. So it can't be. Yeah, they're still off. Alright, second floor it is then. None of them is not open. Alright, let's investigate these 4 of the schools. This there look kind of out of place, and it really does. The gate's open. Yup, let's see what Kyoko saw. She saw, man. This is the second floor of the dorms. It looks like some ancient ruins. What the fuck? Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Hold up, nigga. What's that right there? What? I mean, Kyoko literally said when she saw it that there was something horrific at this school that we don't know. Let's investigate this bathroom first. See what's up. And Makoto's not gonna investigate it. Alright, let's investigate, son. This is kind of a fancy looking bathroom, son. Hold up. Shit. Alright. Alright, where I'm at? Go in this room right here. That's has a giraffe label. What the fuck? Yep, this place is important. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for Host Peak students who came before us. Really? The class before ours must have used these lockers. It's highlighted in yellow, so that's wow. It's highlighted in yellow, bro. That shit is highlighted in yellow. That might become important either later on in this game or in Danganronpa 2. Shit. Alright, let's investigate this whole entire room, son. Let's get it. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Can't imagine any way to get this locker open, so I'm not even gonna bother trying. Let's look at this in locker. It's almost as if you need like a certain key guard to open the locker based off that thing right there, the green sign. Nope. Locked. There's a card reader installed in the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker room on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your E-handbook to open these up. But do these lockers actually goes with class 78, aka the students that's in this killing game right now? Are these actually our lockers? But Makoto literally said that was a different class though. So obviously. So does that mean? I mean, let's give it a try. Shit, it's not gonna work. I took out my handbook and ran it across the corridor, and it didn't work. And then access denied. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. I wonder if I could get this. I wonder if I can open this locker. Okay. It's not gonna work for each and every one. That's what you're telling me. But let's try it. None of it's not working, huh? Then we got this over here. I don't think this locker is. Y'all still giving these Monokuma coins that the player don't need at this point, so like, what are you giving us that for? Okay. thing. I think I've investigated everything in this room. You're not gonna investigate what's inside, bro? Cause they're literally, because the broken lockers are literally open. It's like you can literally see what's in there. What the fuck? You're tripping, Makoto. Okay, the game's not letting me do it, so I'll just come back to this place another time. Cause the game's not letting me get in there. These fancy ass looking rooms, bro. Shit. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It feels like the headmaster's room. And there's some kind of secret door right there with that little black outline, son. Shit. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
And Kyoko just appeared out of nowhere. It's the headmaster's private room.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? What do you mean? What do you mean? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something I probably shouldn't bother her. Oh, the most obvious thing that caught my eye when I first entered this room was this right here. Hold up, let's just investigate this room a little bit. Hold up. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. This is a fancy looking room. This is a fancy looking room inside of school, nigga. Shit. Oh, really is. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Alright, the most obvious place for the story to progress would be here, so let's get it. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. It's like some kind of... Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze.
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side as well. In other words, a secret room. I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick. Yes, so easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. So you're saying the secret room is controlled by a password and they'll open it up? But they did a bad job of doing that because the secret room that I found out with that little gap right there. Shit. Did a terrible job in covering up. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's possibly made up of letters and / or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. That's not nearly enough to go in.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. Really. When I think of how much time I wasted on this, it just makes you regret it, don't it?
Correct.
Which is the regret I mentioned. That's it?
Correct.
Okay. See the computer again.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Yeah, exactly.
However...
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group that group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair. Yo, I'm about to take a drinking shot each time they take it. Where my bottle water, son? Oh, here it is. Each time y'all say despair, son, I'm literally gonna take a shot, son. Each time y'all say it, I don't care. I don't care at this point. There it is. Got it right there, son. Keep saying despair.
However,
And that's all there is to it. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete character failure. Damn. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. That creepy ass picture, bro. The ultimate despair has been added to the troop of the section handbook. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Makoto, the way you wording it, bro, just give me suspicion, son, that we're gonna find the headmaster's corpse in there. Stop wording like that, nigga. Damn. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. Exactly. If we can't and if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want. Ooh. For example, what about your name?
What?
Yeah, that shot there, so the password's probably her name. Oh, sorry, I was just thinking of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable because she doesn't like her father for what she did. And I don't blame her. Shit, I would felt the same way. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, know how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, do whatever you want. Saying that so freely, son. Shit. Alright, let's get it, boy. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying to keep. Shut up, just get to the point. I'm not trying to hear the shit.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. Nah, we friends. We gotta worry about each other. What you mean? I already know that your guess is wrong. And watch that shit be true. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. Watch that shit be true, because anime loves it. Of course. Wow, so it really was Kyoko, son. That did it. Kyoko, it worked. She's still mad. She don't care.
why?
Yup. Kyoko. Up, she about to see her regret right now, son. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. You can't blame Kyoko, son. You really can't. And we're about to see Kyoko's emotional side if the game lets me see it. Which they're probably not here. But they're probably not going to show. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. The gaze was fixed on only one thing. What was that? A present. Wrapped and covered with such joy. Oh yeah, bro. As soon as you open that shit up, it's not like we're gonna find something happy, right? It's gonna be cupcakes in there. It's gonna be Monica with plushies in that John. It's gonna be happy and joyful, right? Seems so fucking out of place. Fuck out of here. That's what made it so unusual. Yeah, it's out of place, nigga. But before we open that, let's look at that photo and talk to Kyoko. But let's talk to Kyoko first. See what's up with her. She was right. It was unusual, and she couldn't stop looking at it. No, not just looking, glaring. Okay, let's take up the photo. I better check out that suspicious present before it... Really? Alright, so the game just wants me to check this out, which is not going to be happy and joyful, because damn near lost is done. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. Me too, son. It's almost as if we're going to find the headmaster's corpse.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why you think he's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising. Probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy. You're basically telling me that you're gonna find your dad's corpse in this joint. I'm not stupid. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that will make you want to scream? Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box, talking like an inspired poet, son. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Yup, don't scream, bro. Shut up. Of course. Kyoko's device was no use. I let out a trembling cry. You saw, of course, didn't you? Of course. But within the box, it was bone. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. But those bones look similar to the person we saw get executed when you first start this fucking game. If I'm tripping. Hold up, let's see what the game has to say more, son. But those bones look so similar to that, son. It really does. I mean, who could have possibly imagined that you would find fucking bones in a bright, joyful box that seemed out of place in a secret room?
I see.
Just as I thought. Yeah, so the headmaster got killed by Monokuma at the beginning, then. Is basically what Kyoko was telling me. So Monokuma killed Kyoko's dad at the beginning, but Kyoko probably doesn't know that. Wow, Monokuma, you really the foulest bear ever, bro. But you also that nigga. You killed Kyoko's father at the beginning. So the dude at the beginning was literally the headmaster getting executed, aka Kyoko's dad. Wow, bro, Monokuma, you the foulest bear ever, bro. You so foul for doing that, nigga. You did not have to execute the headmaster at the school like that, son. To do this killing school life of yours. Shit. What Kyoko's really saying is that that's her dad. Just as you thought. How could have you known that? I mean, there were bones in it, human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. Me too. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Oh, she's getting emotional. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in that box was actually your dad. Those bones, that body, that's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for, who's also the headmaster of Host Peak? Oh, hold on, how do you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. Oh, you're pointing back to when Otiku said that he's somewhere likely in the school right now? Of course. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I've told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Host Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Otiku said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students, but there was actually 15 at the beginning that was in the killing game. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words,
that's most likely my father. That's most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. And it's highlighted yellow, so my suspicions of him getting distributed at the beginning is true then. Shit! That's my assumption, anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm, as usual. Or no, she wasn't calm. What? She was only trying to seem calm. Hey man, that's Hughes, man. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I had to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave us some of that pride. In order to enter Host Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just to find her father? I couldn't help but wonder. Y'all playing this sad ass music, son. Like, this chapter is Kyoko just having a mental breakdown just went. Cause Kyoko seems like she's about to have that. I feel like I shouldn't make pointless small talk right. Yeah, don't. It's pointless to do that. Alright, let's take a look at the photo. That's obviously Kyoko when she was a baby. Huh? This picture? It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture? Yep, it's a picture of Kyoko and her father. So lovely, like just daddy's little girl. Daddy's little girl. Shit. Hey, Kyoko. Of course, he got shocked when she saw that. And she's mad now.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet, you find a picture of that. To now find something like this. So what do you expect? Yep, she's having a mental breakdown. Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all the time, it means that the headmaster was still thinking of Kyoko when he just ran away from her. No, just abandoned her in that matter. He must have really cared about her. You ready to find so, nigga?
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again by getting killed. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? God damn. Kyoko. Getting emotional. Photo of Kyoko and the headmaster has been added to the troop bullet section in your handbook. Alright, Kyoko. Sucks, man. Alright. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you find the clues. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some... Nigga!
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well?
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he just left it behind.
Now,
if he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. Damn, really talking shit about your dad. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Kyoko is getting more emotional now based off these words the game is telling me, son. Shit. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I don't really want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. That detective advice, son. Shit. Of how to solve cases, in a sense. Okay, then, if you don't mind. Touch the desk. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... What's this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. Can I use this e-handbook to actually open the lockers that was actually quote unquote locked in? Since it says that? I found some kind of emergency e-handbook in the headmaster's drawer.
In other words?
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Yeah, I'm going back to the classroom that had the locker, son. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko? Go.
I
don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it there. Leave it here. Yeah, I gotta take it. Because Kyoko's getting emotional at this moment. Is it really okay?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? Alright, what's up? A favor, what is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it's only inconvenience. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but you're about to tell me to leave you alone.
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you are only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. That's going to become quote of the century, son. For me, at least, son. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts or what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Once I got myself under control, I will turn to the investigation immediately. Yeah, please do. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay. Got it, my little number one cutie red. Got it. Then I'll see you later. Got it, girl. I'll leave you alone. Now I'm gonna go check the classroom. Is she really okay? She gonna have a mental breakdown the moment I leave this room, son. Kyoko, it must have been a complete shot to her. I mean, it was a shot to me. To find the headmaster who got executed at the beginning by Monokuma. Crazy, right? To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind before that evil deed, and the students don't know that. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed the headmaster is dead. The one leading the host P staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the host P headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now, and we just found that out. Thank you, Alter Ego, aka Chihiro. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is the ultimate despair. I'm not reading this bullshit again. Y'all can just read it at this point. $15 of us met in the mall hall. Add Mikuro to the mix, and you get 16. And there was even 16 caviars in there in the bio lesson. And including me, only 6 of us are alive. Right? There's no possibility that there's actually 7 of us alive, right? Right? Everyone else is dead. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But there was 9. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are a 6, but it's actually 7 that's alive right now, son. Me. The nigga Bakuya. The nigga Yashihiro, they got the Dabayan. The crazy girl Toko, they got a Yandere-san, she's sweet but psycho. Shit. Second baby girl Hina, who's the energetic and most cutest black girl I've seen in this story-based game. And my number 1 waifu, Kyoko, aka number 1 Kudera. Yep. That's the 6 who are alive, but the 7 person is the mastermind right now. Only those 6 people are alive, and it's highlighted in yellow, nigga. So that's obviously alive. Then there's no question. Yeah, let's figure that out, son. Alright, let's go back to the room with the lockers and use these to see if we can open everything up. Let's get it, boy. I wonder if I can open this locker. You didn't take the... Use that, the fuck? I did that the first time. What about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Yeah, that'll open it up for sure. Hold up. Let's see if we can open this. And it worked. Now let's see what we got inside, baby. this locker is totally disorganized. That was my same thought, son. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. A crystal ball, a little crystal ball, and all these books. It's like this is like. Gosh, a hero's out there that this is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? Yeah. No, it can't. There's no way he ever uses locker. It's just not possible. You talk about Yashahiro, nigga. And these lockers is probably gonna hold something to us losing our school memories because we don't remember us doing all this. Alright, man. This is Yashihiro's locker then. And they trying to make the CGI look so real, son. God damn. There are all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. Really? I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of study. Not that I can really up. Trying to act as casual as natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I look inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yep, it's Yashihiro's. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yashihiro Hakaguri. Hakaguri. Is this our Yashihiro? Check the hair on it, son. The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here, and that hair on it looked similar to his, but it looked all blurry. The game didn't actually show it. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. Oh no, y'all did. You just don't remember, son. You just don't remember. So what is this notebook? Houdini. Them play cards though. No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? I think I investigated slacking. Alright. That was Yashihiro's locker. That was interesting. I took the emergency handbook and ran it across the card reader, and looks like the locker open. Now let's see what we got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Alright, let's try this one. I took the emergency handbook. Okay. Why did Makoto say the same thing over and over and over again, son, in his mind? What the fuck? This thing is particularly empty. Except that one thing. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. Could be important. Yeah, check it out. Just get on the point, Makoto. Damn. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I've heard before. Oh hell yeah, I'm taking a screenshot of this too, dude. Hell yeah, dude. That's a screenshot, son. There's a plan to turn Host Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in the communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. So this notebook is Kyoko's. Since it says my father. He was willing to give me more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigy safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair, which we're going to do this chapter. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. That almost sounds like the plan that the government's probably doing right now, son. Shit. But as man, this is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfless decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Yep, this is Kyoko's notebook. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't have been anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing inside this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since she left when she was little. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. Really? When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Really? What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us and so we survive. There's a second despair. But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, it had to have belonged to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there dings in the lockers that look like they belong to the people that was actually here? The class 78. A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro. And a pocketbook that seems like it to belong to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation, and that explanation is amnesia. But I want to find that out. I have this report. I guess it's a room now at this point, so I think I investigated everything in this room. Alright, that's Yashiro's locker. Okay. And this one is Kyoko's locker, right? Alright. And the rest was locked. So I could leave the room, so I investigated everything I needed to in here. And we're about to get to the final class draw. I'm relive streaming this shit because I'm finishing this game once and for all, son. It's time to bring your ass down, Junko. Shit. Let's get it, son. Let's get it, boy. And you too, Monokuma, but you also that nigga.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
Got it, boss. But there's probably a setup to confuse us. Alright. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. Exactly. Could be a threat. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym. And the game already took me there like I wanted to go. Damn. Alright, Yashir, what you gotta say for saying fan service, bro? Cause it looks like you about to do it. Oh, what's up, hero? Oh, wow, Makoto! Why you act so surprised? Oh, no reason, man. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? And you're here to find out what he has to say, right? I just did. Actually, I'm on my way out. What you mean, nigga? You already talked to him? What he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. There was no. Okay. It's almost as if Monokuma gave him something that just confused him even more, son. It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Me too. Has he been hiding something this whole time? No. What Monokuma gotta say, bro? Cause he probably gave him something that confused him. Alright. Crazy how Makoto skinny ass is the only one here. And where you at? My nigga Monokuma, black and white. Sup, bro? It's just me and you. What you gotta say, nigga?
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome. Hello, are you ready for a final? Are you ready for your final hit? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. That's such a yo petty ass, bro. Oh, you said you did. Alright. I can't wait this for Junko. I can't wait, son. This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Okay, boss. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and I opened it up. What I found was a single photograph of all the niggas and Mukuro this time. Everyone looking so happy and joyful, son. Shit. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who come to host Peak at the same time as me. This is a screenshot. This is a good pic. So let me count all the students to make sure there's actually 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh wait, no, it's not 16 because Makoto's not in this picture. What the fuck? Makoto's not in this picture, son. And in this picture, Junko's face is not showing either. Huh? Junko's face is not shown in this picture. And the person we see right now is Mukuro. That can't. I need to see if they explain that in the class trial, son. Hold up. There's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't yeah, that's Mukuro, dog, that we didn't see at the beginning. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Baku and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that file. That's her. Then this girl. Said Monokuma not gonna give us no hint. Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And it's crazy how you were in that picture. And even more than that, you wasn't in the picture. Just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we were all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Makoto, do you not realize you're not in the picture, nigga? And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. Exactly. I'm the only one not there. So were you the one that actually took the photo, son? The fuck? The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. So is that why Yashihiro was, like, I don't know, acting so distant from me and wanted to get away from me, son? Because Monokuma literally gave him that same picture to confuse him? Is that why Yashihiro just ran away? I mean, these pictures are to confuse us, but I think these pictures will hold a powerful meaning, son. I need to see the rest of everybody's pictures to see if Kyoko's face is covered up in them, son. It's kind of weird that Kyoko's face is not shown in this one. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met with everyone else. So if you went with junior high with Sayaka, why didn't the game explain that? It seems fake, nigga. Shit. What as, man? Just stamina. What as, nigga? just like when you watch Naruto and Kaguya was that girl that had all the chakra shit. Was when I arrived here at Host Peak Academy. So it was natural for me to not be in this picture, but that's definitely unnatural. Is that everyone else is in the picture? I thought everyone was like me, they didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean? How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way, standing there, you know. So I mean, get out.
How strange.
I told you I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of the field. Okay. I guess that means he's done talking. And these pictures gonna hold something important. I hope the game shows me Yashihiro that probably got the same picture as me. Shit. So in the end, all I found was in the gym was just a picture. Was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. But there's one more place I want to check though, son. The bio lab. There's one more place. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that Monokuma? What Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? Nah, that face is real, nigga. Stop calling it fake. It's real. But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Yeah, he did that to confuse you, but it's also the truth at the same time. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. Can I go to the bio lab again, please? Yes, thank you. I want to go. Why is Toko in the bio lab? The fuck? Let's go there again. Hold up. I decided to visit the bio lab one more time. Me too. And the first thing I saw when I got there was Toko. Probably on the ground. And that CGI looks fucking, I don't know, ugly. Let me shut up. Toko. Nine. Let's see what's up with Choco before we investigate that. Hold up. But jump to your incoming, boys and girls, because Jinja Do about to come out since she probably saw that. No. She's not dead. Nah, she about to jump to her incoming. Here it comes. Told you. Not fucking surprised. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in a place like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have you reached that certain age?
Can you stop saying I reached that certain age? Stop thinking I got a boner. Shit. The fuck? Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? That's a good question. I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What you do to Miss Morogo? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Which is probably gonna be important. Which is probably gonna come really important in the class trial, because Jinsai Jill probably knows what's up about the tragedy. Bingo badingo. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even she forgets something I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like halves, son. Yup, they even putting it as a truth bullet, son. It's like, I'm right. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Baiku's around here somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so.
Oh, I'm on fire.
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things, master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he must be right now. Baikia got himself a good trained girl, son. Well, two at that has a split personality. One that's inside Jill and one that's Oko. Shit, yada. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind. Oh no. That's the kind of laugh you don't want to kind of hear when a person is chasing you with a knife at that. It's kind of creepy. I totally forgot to ask her about that picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Exactly. There's gotta be some reason for it. It's this, right? Yeah, it wasn't open when I first came here, dog. But I'm sure they were all shut tight the last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
Kyoko, was you literally in the corner the entire time, just being a peeping Tom? Cause you just appearing out of nowhere, son. You did that in the headmaster's room too. You weird, Kyoko. You a weirdo. She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worried. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Okay?
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagined she came here to investigate, and when she opened up the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult for her, man? Shit. Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. But since this is open, could it be possible that that body is actually Mukuro's son and Kyoko can do an investigation on her body? For real? I hope you do, Kyoko. I don't think we should close it up, in my opinion. I think Kyoko should investigate it.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Yeah, I had that same thought too. I think you should investigate the body this time. Since you got the chance. Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. How come? Because Mikuro's body is in here. Mikuro's corpse? Mikuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it. Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. And if you can confirm what those upper wounds are, it can point to my guess being true. That the Junko we saw at the beginning was actually Mukuro. Just an imposter of the real Junko. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check her body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do? I don't know, nigga. Just drink coffee.
So then,
why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there. That's it. I mean, are these gonna say the same thing? It's the same one as we found in the garden tool shed. If I remember, that's hard. And Violet written on it. And that tarp was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Violet and someone took it over there. I've already looked through this instruction manual. More importantly, if you uncover your mystery that fast with that shadow behind you, that's kind of creepy. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Manakun made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
because...
The only reason he gave us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to call our judgment. I could solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Nah, that picture is real, nigga. It really is. Nah, that picture real. I ain't trying to hear it. Is a fridge meant for storing dead bodies? Same thing again. On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. Well, these ones aren't.
It would seem...
It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. Okay, and there's 9 on. Keep that in note. Keep that in note, guys. There's 9 lights on. 9 lights, and there's actually supposed to be 10. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that were on, including Mukuro's, that's 9, but the 10 students actually died. There's 9 in all. 9 lights? Yup, 9 lights. More like 9 lives made. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were exactly. Then what was? That's a good question. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which is obviously a lie, which went completely through the body. They also had been struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these wounds were at least 7 days old. The only option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted several days ago. At least several days ago. I guess I would see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be quite equipped several days old, but simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever. Like they're not related to the murder. I think I know what Kyoko's trying to say, son. I'm already getting that possibility in my head. Are you saying they are... But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Miku herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least.
Certainly, you can't allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many.
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural power. A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can. Wow, give me advice on how to be a detective, girl. Shit.
In other words,
they envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Logic. Okay.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Let's hear it. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Miku's profile, it listed her weight and height.
so...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remember all that? They are indeed consistent with the courts. So then.
Indeed.
And don't forget about the femur tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Miko Ikusaba. What? Okay, that's true.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
Then looks like he had no further business with Miko's body. Let's get going. It's getting kind of chilly in here. So we're not going to put the body back. Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad. Did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase reap what you sow, Makoto? Exactly. She's basically saying that's exactly what she get. Simply. Well, yeah, but still. Kyoko about to punch the shit out of you. You really are naive. You know that, son? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive? That's a good question.
So then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now, it's now or never, baby. Let's get it. Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask this.
what?
Go ahead and out with it. Have you really not seen your dad ever even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do. Yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need a handbook of wherever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster. About your father.
What? If that's true...
That video is real too. Video.
Makoto.
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can.
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it was seen that it's my locker. After all, your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll make all sense. Word. A DVD. And it says Class 78, urgent interviews.
So...
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it is, what it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Exactly.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
In other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind that killed your quote-unquote dad.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness.
I
swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on it. Kyoko's eyes burn with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said that, but her smile was filled with sorrow. Sadness and sorrow. So that's it for my rambling. There's still too much. There's still much to do before I consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whatever that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then.
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. You too, Kyoko. Even though I'm live streaming this right after. Leave behind that final farewell. Kyoko was going. Alright, better keep going myself. Alright. Get it, boy. Alright, let's see. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, just shot it. An image appeared. Word. 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 Sayaka in the... It took me about total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
Hold up, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm listening. The voice I heard was of the man postponed on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man. That's Kyoko's dad, aka the headmaster.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter. That's kind of weird, considering how Sayaka was.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much.
But Sayaka's face is literally not moving at all. It's almost as if she doesn't have an idea. The fuck?
Now then, let me get straight to the point.
Oh.
There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree spending the rest of their life in this school? What? I accept. What? That's my same exact reaction. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about
Hold up!
Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Did he do this for every student that's in class 78 and we all just agree to this shit? As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I just heard. Like, Sayaka just agreed to that shit like there was nothing, son. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends once again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for the murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about that, it's more. Hold up, there's more. On the monitor, the video I thought was finished. He did this with every student, son. That's me, the song. What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend.
And he said the same. And he said the same shit to Sayaka, son.
Can you accept that?
And I agreed to it, didn't I?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes to this bullshit?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you.
And he said the same exact shit to Sayaka,
As the
son.
headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene. So he interviewed everybody and basically, but it seemed like everyone in that video was like, I don't know, brainwashed or something? Could they just literally just sit there and said, yes, like it was nothing? Who would say yes to agreeing to live to a school for the rest of their life, son? Who would agree to that? Were we like brainwashed? Yo! The nigga Bakyu! Toko! Hina? Everyone. They all said they agreed to live in this school forever. And then it was Kyoko, face to face with her dad. What? Monokuma cut it out, didn't he? Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. Monokuma cut that shit out, didn't he?
Say what?
Oh, of course your petty ass would do that shit, nigga. Shit. Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on fucking purpose, nigga. Well, whatever. I think we found all the proof we need, son. That everybody Everybody said yes to living here forever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He asked them the same question, and they all just simply say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in the favor of the real mastermind, aka Junko. So does that mean we all did? It's not just you. Everybody did. Interview DVD has been updated in the Trooper Associate Handbook.
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black. There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The last class trial. The final showdown. The last time our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Let's get it, boy. We at the end of the game. And I'm relaunching this shit right after and finishing this once and for all. Let's get it, son. I guess I'm the first one here this time.
Makoto.
You're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However...
Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be here soon. Is it possible that since nobody's saying nothing, each one of us except Kyoko got a photo like mine, son? Because everyone's not saying shit. They arrived one after another. But they were all... No one's not saying nothing. Where's Toko? Where's Toko? And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the definite silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
So you're the only one talking. I'm late!
Oh, I'm on fire!
Sean Sunny Master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My lines are ablaze. Yes! Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
You got it. Well, I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what Master wants, it could be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Damn, now you're going back to Toko. No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces? I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin. Yeah, the final showdown, Junko. Let's get it, son.
Thrills, chills, kills.
This final class trial is gonna be slaughtered in pitch black despair, climaxing with sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial, and this time it will be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I home the Tara every year. Saying the most irrelevant shit right now, son. Nobody needs to hear this. I'm gonna win this game fair. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
Monokuma, are you team black or are you team white, nigga? Make up your mind. Shit. Stop, don't say shit like that to a nigga like me. And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that this fair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. Yeah, say that final last, son, when we figure out who you really are, Junko. Laughing out as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. What up?
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an indeceptible confidence, Bakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed in silence. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey.
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
However. But
you know what it is, don't you? Yeah, we all probably received group photos, which is why everyone's not talking. Like I did. yeah, I think so.
However.
Well, you can tell us all about it soon enough. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready. I'm ready too, nigga. Let's get it.
So...
Ready to win, right? Yup. Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. It's only victory, son. And then Kyoko was aboard, and then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Get it, son. The final class trial, but also the last class trial and the last chapter of Danganronpa as a whole, son. I'm gonna explain this again. Step after step toward that gaping maw, I resolved that this would be the last time. McCall, do you really speak like an inspired poet in your mind, bro? Each and every time. God damn. But I don't mind reading it. I repeated to myself there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calm my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the dresser and stood in the elevator. The squad, though, son. Shit. The OGs of Danganronpa. Without warning, it begins to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper still. That's what she said, bro. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. It fell. I closed my eyes and my sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. And this is the last class trial, nigga. Let's get it. This is the final trial site. What do you think? Isn't it the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It sure is, son, with the CVs in background and that King of Thrones chair right there, like you the king. Let's get it, nigga. It's the long awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacuum sitting seat.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get it, boy. Yeah, boy. Even though I'm live streaming after, son, to finish this game. Let's get it, son. Let's get it, son. Oh yeah, I'm live streaming this shit right after. Shit, I'm finishing this game once and for all. Oh yeah, boy. Yup, boy. Let's get it.